Hey, this episode is brought to you by Wolfpack Gear built for on the move. They have duffel bags, backpacks, meal prep bags. Wolfpack keeps you ready for your day, the traveling, gym training, everything in between. Tap in here. I'm putting it in the description. Shop Wolfpack and use our promo code POF Pod and save 10% today. Tap in. Hey, welcome to your Power Friendship Podcast. I'm your host, Sailor Gaines. We have a special guest today. Introduce yourself.
Liam talks nerdy on TikTok and Instagram and stuff.
Yeah, he does the greatest things of all things. He talks about comics. Let's go.
Yes.
All right. My first my first question to you is, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. The weather has been better, but we got a really big downpour today with rain. But apart from that, everything's good. Day off work, so it's nice.
Yeah, awesome. On a scale of 1 to 10, how nerdy are you?
I would say, depending on the thing, I would say when it comes to comics, I'd say like 7.5 to an 8. When it comes to Star Wars, I'm like a beyond. like,
Yes. I love it. What is your favorite Star Wars movie?
Empire Strikes Back. Easily, like, it's my favorite movie of all time.
Awesome. Who's your favorite character?
It's either I have three that I usually like jump between. It's usually Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, or Darth Vader. One of those three, like those are my whenever I think of Star Wars, it's like those are the three that always pop in my head, and it usually does go to Han Solo just because when I was a kid, I thought he was just like the coolest guy in Star Wars.
Awesome. All right, people say Star Wars should go away or come back. How do you feel about the state of Star Wars right now?
I think like for me, like I'm always that way. Like when I get Star Wars content, I'm happy, and like I've not really hated what Disney have done so far. Like I've enjoyed most of it. The one I would say that I haven't really like hasn't really stuck with me the most has just been the Book of Boba Fett. Like I was one of the few people that enjoyed the Acolyte, even the sequels as well. I wasn't the biggest fan of Episode 9. But I did enjoy the Force Awakens and the Last Jedi. I think it's been like hit or miss, but I feel like it's been definitely way more positive than it's been like negative. I think it's been like that way where some things I'll see people just like dogging on it. I'm like, it was alright, you know what I mean? Like, because when I was watching The Acolyte, I enjoyed that as well, and then I enjoyed The Last Jedi. Like, I said that in a video one time, and I got like heaps of abuse in the comments. But personally, for me, I'm enjoying it so far. I think Andor is like one of the best things Star Wars has ever done, and like I really hope that they keep that going forward. I'm excited for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie next year and the Ahsoka season 2. So far, I've been enjoying like 90% of it. And there's like been maybe some cases where I've been like, but for the most part, I've been enjoying it. But I feel like the original trilogy will always be like near and dear in my heart. So as long as I always have that, I'm not one of those people where I feel like something's been ruined if I don't like what comes after. Do you know what I mean? Because I've always have like the original trilogy there, so I'm always happy with that.
Hey, that's a good take. Because I like Acolyte too. Acolyte was different. I feel like it was fun. Rogue One is my jam. I gotta watch Endor.
It's so good, man. Honestly, I've been trying to get everyone I know to watch it. I've been in work, and then I was like to my friends, like, "Have you watched Andor yet?" He's like, "No," and I went, "Oh, you need to watch it."
Yeah, that's my next thing. What is your dream Star Wars film or series that you want?
Honestly, like, if you were asking me like a few years ago, I would have said like a Darth Vader series or something like that. But right now, I'm thinking like I want more like stuff like Andor. Like I want more stuff, but I also want to see the Sith explode more. Like I'd love to see more about one of my favorite like pieces of Star Wars media is the Darth Bane trilogy of books. I would love to see that be adapted in some way, shape, or form, whether it's like an animated series or live action. My pick,
Okay.
I have two weird picks for Darth Bane. Like if it was to ever be in live action, it would either be Henry Cavill or Idris Elba. I don't know why those two. I just think they would look intimidating as Darth Bane.
Okay. Okay. Where do you think Star Wars thrives the most, in animated or live action?
I would say animated because I've like I sat and done like I watched the Clone Wars as it was on like Cartoon Network as a kid, but then I've done like a full watch of that and Star Wars Rebels. I still need to watch the Bad Batch. I just one of those things I keep forgetting. But I would say animated, like especially with shows like Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the. I wasn't the biggest fan of Tales of the Empire, but it has some really good stuff in there, and also the new one, Tales of the Underworld, was fantastic. I feel like the comic books are really slept on as well. Like Star Wars, there are some great Star Wars comics out there, and I feel like, especially the Darth Vader run by Charles Soule, that's like one of my favourite pieces of Star Wars media ever conceived. So I feel like it's a mix for me. It's between like animation and the comics personally, although like Andor as well. Again, like since The Empire Strikes Back, that's like my favorite piece of Star Wars media.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Now we're gonna go to. Do you think we'll get a Marvel and a Star Wars crossover soon?
I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things where I feel like, see if it done like some like off canon branch thing, something in a comic, I'd be like completely fine with it. I think it'd be a really fun thing. I don't know how well it'd work within canon, just because obviously like Star Wars are so like pernickety about their canon as well. But if it was like an offshoot, like just a fun kind of Elseworlds thing, I would actually be game for that. Like I think it'd be really cool to see like Spider-Man interact with Luke Skywalker. That's just something. If it was like an off-world offshoot, like in a comic series, it was a limited thing, I would be completely okay with it.
Nice. What Star Wars death impacted you the most?
Oh, there's so many. One that really hit me was Star Wars Rebels. Kanan Jarrus, that destroyed me.
Uh,
Han Solo's death in The Force Awakens. That the worst thing about that was like I got that ruined for me. Like before I went to go and see it, because like
no,
I remember like
no.
before I saw it, like my little sister, she was just a little girl at the time, and she walked in my room and went, "Did Han Solo die in the new Star Wars?" And I was like, I don't know. I hope not. But then I went in, I was like, yeah, it does. So, so yeah, that one.
Oh no.
Kanan Jarrus, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker's death as well. See, because he's looking at like the twin suns on like that planet as he dies, and obviously his like journey starts looking at the twin suns in Tatooine. I remember watching that, and I was like, oh. And then Princess Leia's as well, and that hurt even more because of Carrie Fisher and the way they done that, and then the way they shot it
Yeah.
with like
Okay. Okay. Okay.
and I was watching like Princess Leia's death, and it's like you're already sad, and then they make Chewbacca just let out that big howl, and I was like, oh no, that's just made it 10 times worse for me. So
Oh,
it's like,
okay.
what? There's so many. I'd say the one that hit me the most, probably the saddest, because of Carrie Fisher, probably was Princess Leia's, because I feel like you're like, oh, like she has also like died in real life, so that made it hurt more. But just from a character point of view, either Luke Skywalker or Han Solo.
Okay. Okay. What Star Wars movie you wish you could spare for the first time again?
Probably The Empire Strikes Back, because when I watched it and they showed it in my cinema a year ago, and I was like, I wish I could watch this for the first time in a cinema, because I remember like that's like one of those movies where I just never get bored during, and I would have loved to like kind of go into that movie not knowing that Darth Vader was Luke's dad. I feel like that'd be such an interesting. It'd also feel like you're kind of reliving what people were like when they watched it in this, like when it came out in 1980, I believe, as well. So I'd want to experience how that felt when people saw that for the first time. I think that'd be so cool.
Okay. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What? All right. What's your favorite comic book character? Well, who are your
Spy-
favorite? Who are your top five?
Top
Give me
five.
your top
Oh,
five. Yeah, give me your top five, brother. Give me your top five.
Spider-Man's number one. He's like always been number one.
Hey.
Um, honestly, like I'd say I love Peter Parker and Miles Morales just as much as each other now, because I like over the last like couple of years I've been reading tons of Miles Morales. I'm like, damn, he is up there with Peter Parker for me as well. Daredevil, Batman, um,
Ooh.
Wolverine's always been like one that I've loved since I was a kid. Like when I was younger, like, I remember watching all the X-Men movies and just like growing up with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, and I love his comics as well. So there's
Okay.
so many. I love the Flash and I love Green Arrow. I like Superman as well. Yeah,
Oh man.
I really struggle to pick. Like I would say, like my main favourites who I always make sure I read are Spider-Man, both Peter and Miles, Daredevil, Batman, and Wolverine. Those are like the ones I'll make sure, and then the rest of them I just kind of put in the same bubble. Like Superman, the Hulk, everyone else I just put in the same kind of bubble.
That's awesome. What do you think about the Green Arrow and the Daredevil crossover?
I'm
That's
excited to see how it turns out, especially because it's like Kevin Smith as well. I loved his Green Arrow run. And that was like one of the first like DC comic runs I sat and read properly because of the Arrow TV show. So I'm excited to see how. I've not read his Daredevil run yet. I need to check that out. But from what I hear, like it's going to be awesome, because it's like, but that's like an offshoot as well. It's like it's not really a main story. It's more of a side story in the Batman and Deadpool one, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah, Batman and then Wonder Woman and Captain America. That's gonna be
Oh, that'll be interesting as well. Yeah, I'm excited to see how the
that's
crossover
crazy.
works. I feel like when they put like Daredevil and Green Arrow, I didn't expect that, but now I'm like, I really want to see that. I want to see how that like plays out, especially because I think it's like Marco Schecketto doing the artwork for it, and I love his artwork. He is like
Okay.
phenomenal.
Awesome. Who's your favorite live action Spider Man?
Andrew Garfield, like easily, he's just up there for me.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, yeah. What are
I'm
you talking
like,
about?
I'm like an Amazing Spider-Man apologist. I remember like when I was watching, like, see on the lead up to the Amazing Spider-Man. I think that came out in 2012, so I was 14 when it came out, and I remember like this was like when I was properly like online. I was like looking at every single bit of news I got about that movie. I remember the first look at the suit and stuff, and I remember seeing it and just being like, that was a Peter Parker I felt like I grew up with like in the 90s and stuff as well. And I liked the fact that he was a bit like he was a little bit different to what a lot of people expected. I liked how he had that confidence boost after he became Spider-Man. I think that's something Tobey Maguire's was really missing out as well. And like, was it? I kind of like the fact as well that he was more just like the kind of shy outcast guy in the class, and he was a bit of like, he did have a bit of an attitude on him as well. Because when I was a kid, I just kind of like, I feel like I related to that version more than I did with Tobey Maguire. So it just like resonated with me on like a whole new level, and I just like think the Amazing Spider-Man is like one of my favorite like superhero origin movies as well.
Okay, I love it. Yeah, that movie changed me, man. I love that movie, man.
Yeah, I'm
Andrew
the same
Garfield's
man.
my guy. He's my guy. I love how he moves, how he does everything. I said that's Peter. That's Peter, man.
Yeah.
That's Peter.
I literally, when I was younger,
But
because
this,
of that movie,
okay.
literally tried to style myself based off of Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker, the way I done my hair, the way I dressed. Like, it was actually
I see it. I
people.
see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, man. All right. What does Spider Man mean to you?
I think it was just like, because obviously when I was younger, like I was always like a bit of a weirdo. Like even like now, like, I'm still a bit of a weirdo. But like even just like because I was just kind of struggling to like obviously like fit in. Like I was always kind of that guy in school. I never really like I had like one close friend, but I never really like stuck with the one friend group. I always just kind of jumped around different friend groups because I always kind of felt like I didn't really fit in much of them. So like because of like Spider Man, I just kind of was like Spider Man doesn't fit in anywhere, and then I just kind of read him, and I was like, you know what, fair enough. And I just kind of like related to that kind of side of the character, how like he always was like a bit of an outcast, even like when it came to the Avengers and stuff as well. Because I was always just like, I'd be like that kind of guy in school. People would just look at me and be like, "What an absolute weirdo." So it was like because of that, like that's probably how like I resonated with Spider Man so much as well. And then my obsession with Spider Man made people think I was a weirdo even more. So it just kind of fed into each other.
Okay. Awesome. 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 How how do you like how do what's your comic book setting like? How do you have music? Do you got reading? What do you do? Just sit outside? And what do you like to do? How do you read your comics?
I love sitting outside doing it, like, because I read mostly now. Like, I used to collect a lot more than I do now. I just read them on the DC and Marvel apps and stuff. So like, I just love
Uh-huh.
like sitting outside and just like having my iPad there and just sitting reading it through that way. I don't really listen to music unless it's like unless there's like a lot of noise happening around me. I'll maybe put like some random like instrumental on in Spotify or something like that. But usually I kind of like sitting outside and just like in quietness and just kind of listening to it that way. And it's just really chill because like it was a few weeks ago I just kind of sat. It's my girlfriend, like she was like on a run, she was running a 10K, and I went, you know what, I'm just gonna sit and read my comic. I just sat in the grass like where she was doing it and just read my books like for like a good hour. It was pretty good. Like just sitting outside doing it's probably like my one of my top five favorite things to do.
Okay. 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 Awesome. 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 What is your favorite comic book movie?
Ooh. Oh yeah, Spider Verse easily. Into the Spider Verse. Actually, I can't pick
Oh, let's
both.
go.
Both Into the Spider Verse and Across the Spider Verse. Like the two of them are just up there for me. I genuinely cannot pick.
Oh, oh, man, are you excited for the next one? Are you excited?
Oh yeah. See, when we finally got a
That's awesome.
confirmation and when it's coming out, we got the concept art and everything. You know, like they're actively working
Uh,
on it. I was like, thank God. I was like,
yes.
I was like talking to a few of my friends, and I was like, if I need to sacrifice the DC universe to have this movie, I will do it. And they'll look to me and went, what? And I went, yeah, you don't understand how much I need this movie. I need it in my veins right now. And I
Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Okay, all right. So Superman and Fantastic Four are coming out. Which one are you more excited for?
a few weeks ago, a few months ago, sorry, I said Fantastic Four, and then we got another trailer for Superman, and I was just like, oh, I don't know.
I thought to do. I said, I said
I
I
was like,
can't. It's something about. It's something about Superman, man. I don't know what it is. It's something about him, man. It's crazy.
yeah, those trailers just like I was like, ooh, and then now I really can't. Like, see, to be honest, if I watch a Fantastic Four trailer, I'm like, yeah, I'm more hyped for that. But then I watch a Superman trailer right after, I'm like, yeah, I'm more hyped for that. And I'm just like, oh, I can't pick. But the issue is,
Yeah, I don't know.
when Superman comes out, I need to avoid like spoilers for about a week because I'm away on holiday when it comes out, and like
Oh
when I come, I need to.
no!
I know. I meant the thing is, I was going to see it. It's Vegas I'm going to, but I was going to see it when I was there. But me and my girlfriend have such a tight, like we have so many things planned when we're there, and I was like, I can't fit it in. So when I come back, me and my
Yeah.
mate are going to go and see. Like, me and my friend are going to see it when I get back, and we've literally booked our tickets for the day after I get back. I'm going to be jet lagged to hell, but I'm like, no, I need to see it ASAP.
Oh, hell yeah.
I've got my tickets for Fantastic Four as well. Like the day it comes out, so I'll be excited to
Oh
see that
hell
opening
yeah.
day as well.
Hey, I got my ticket, so I'm excited, man. I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Yeah,
Uh,
same.
When you're reading comics and stuff like that, what is something that well, how did you get into comics? How did you get like to buy the books?
It was like when I was younger, cause I just watched the cartoons and stuff when I was younger, like Spider Man, like Batman, all the stuff that was on TV. It was mostly like Spider Man and the X Men I watched, and then as I was growing up, I was always like obsessed with the movies. But in like Scotland, like there was always been comic shops existed, but trying to find them's always been a bit of a pain up until maybe the last 10 years. But when I was a kid, like there was like one comic shop in the city centre, but like nobody really knew where unless you were already into them. But because I was so young and I was a kid, my mum and dad were like, we didn't even know where to get them from. And then, so my dad, like, he would just kind of order me some off Amazon. But the first time I really went into I know it's like you get the same shop in America as well, Forbidden Planet. So we went in. It was like because I watched the cartoons, I was like, I really wanted to look more into these characters and stuff. So I think I was like 11 years old, and me and my cousin went. Is that like a nerd shop there? Because I saw like it had like a Darth Vader helmet or something in front of it, and I went, yeah, let's go in. And I saw it
Oh,
sold comics, and I was like, nice. So I went in and I bought it. I remember the first comic I bought. I got slated for this, but it was Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 11. Don't know why I started from Volume 11. It was because it was Carnage on the
okay.
front of it, and I loved Carnage in the cartoon. I was like, get that. And then I started collecting Ultimate Spider-Man, and then after that, I got Batman Hush. And because this was at the time, like the New 52 was starting and stuff as well, so I didn't really start properly reading them until I was like in my early teens. So that was like that kind of worked out for me because the New 52 was starting, and then Marvel Now was a thing as well. So it was basically just like always been obsessed with it. And I always watched like the YouTube videos and stuff of like comic storying and stuff, like doing the breakdowns. So
Yeah.
then like my mum and dad would give me like a set amount of money for school each day. Then I would sneak into the kitchen, make sandwiches that they didn't know about, and then the money they would give me at the end of the week for my school lunches, I would go into the comic shop and just buy whatever I could afford because like back then it was a lot cheaper as well. Like, £3 a day for school, and then that would amount to like £15 at the end of the week, and then the comic books themselves would end up being like £10 for a trade. So I would just go and like pick up whatever
Hey.
trade I wanted at the time. So it was just kind of that way. And then my mum and dad were like, "Where's all the bread going? Where's all the meat going?" I'm like, "Well,
Actually, awesome, 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 awesome. Do you have a favorite single issue? Your favorite single issue?
single issue. I don't know because I usually read in trades. It's I always forget like the singular issues, but I will always love like the because it's a single issue I just go back and read constantly, and it's like so basic, but it's Amazing Fantasy issue 15. I'll always go back and reread that just because it's like the first appearance of Spider-Man and stuff, and if it wasn't that and that didn't
Okay,
exist, then I probably wouldn't have been into comics as much as I am and stuff. So
awesome.
I
Okay.
I go back and reread that like I have it in like I have it in three different formats. I've got it in like three different trades. I've got like a facsimile cover of it as well. It's one of those ones I just reread every few months.
Okay. Okay. What is your dream Spider-Man movie? What's your dream suit? Your director? Your villain? And what do you want? Like your post credit scene movie? Your credit scene movie?
Oh, my dream Spider-Man movie would be an adaptation of Craven's Last Hunt because
Okay. Yes.
I love I love when Spider-Man gets a little bit darker and like because he has the black suit as well, and I think the black suit just looks so cool. And I think director-wise, I don't know. I feel there's like I would love to see. I'd love to see Matthew Vaughn do it, who done the Kick-Ass movies. I feel like he'd do a pretty cool
Oh.
Spider-Man
Okay.
movie.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Dream suit would be the black suit just as it is, and I
Okay.
would love for it to be Andrew Garfield doing it. And
Oh shit.
Craven, I don't know who I'd want to play Craven actually. That'd be a easiest pick is with Jason Momoa because he kind of looks like Craven, but I don't know.
Okay, awesome, 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 awesome. Let's put all that together.
Yeah, it sounds cool, especially with the Punisher being in it. It kind of reconfirms that it's going to be a street level. I'm just interested to see like his dynamic with Spider-Man in the film because I feel like Spider-Man is going to just watch him blow someone's head off and be like, that's not
Yo,
right.
it's a hey, brother, hey, whoa,
Hey,
whoa,
chill,
yeah,
man.
yeah. I'm excited because the Hulk and Punisher. I'm like, yo, this is gonna be crazy. This is
Yeah,
gonna be a crazy movie.
it's going to be quite mental actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you think about the Thunderbolts?
Thunderbolts, I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I seen it twice in
Hey,
cinemas.
hey, awesome. All right, man. Yeah, me too. I was like, I like this movie. I don't get it. How do you feel about Captain America: Brave New World?
I enjoyed it as well. I feel like it got a bit too much hate. Like I enjoyed it. Like for I get like it did. There was times where you could tell that there was reshoots. You could tell that at points. But apart from that,
Uh-huh.
like I really enjoyed like Sam Wilson as Captain America, and I thought Anthony Mackie plays him well. He always has anyway. But when he stepped into that role, I was like he took on that leadership role really well. And I kind of just wish that they gave it more time to cook because I feel like it was good, but I feel like it definitely could have been a lot better. And I feel like with the Red Hulk and stuff, they should have just saved that for the film. They shouldn't have revealed that in any of the marketing because they marketed him as the main villain when I feel like that got so many people's expectations so high. When it came to the Red Hulk, I was like, no, like I kind of guess he was only going to be in the movie for like the last act because the way they were marketing it, I was like, they've only shown like a couple of scenes. I feel like they should have just saved that, but I get the reason they revealed it was because it got revealed in like a McDonald's toy or something like that. But it
Okay.
was definitely a fun time. I feel like it could have used more time to cook, but I did enjoy it for what it was. It was a good movie. It wasn't bad. Do you know what I mean?
Gotcha. I had a blast. I had fun with it. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Do you think there's superhero fatigue?
I think like there is and there's not like because I was like when I the way I kind of go by that is like when I talk to people in my work like because I'm like the only person in my work that's really into comics. So when I talk to people like, oh,
Ah,
I'm excited for this movie, and they're like, they're always just kind of like, yeah, it looks cool. Some of them are like, I've not really been following Marvel since Endgame and stuff, and then I'm like, that's fair as well. But I feel like there's like. I don't think it's fatigue with superhero movies because I feel like the comic book fans have been around for years and they're always going to be around and they're always going to show up for the movies anyway. So
yeah.
I think it's more. I don't think it's fatigue. I think it's just
Mhm.
because we get so many at once, and because with that, like we only used to get like a few, like maybe a year. Lucky if we got to a year, and I think because of that, like most of them were good, but when you release more movies, like more superhero movies in a year, there is a higher chance that some of them are going to be less enjoyable for people. Some people are going to think they're bad more. So I think like it's not really a fatigue. I think it's just because we're getting so many, it's more like I don't think it's superhero movie fatigue. I think it's just blockbuster fatigue as a whole because so many
Ah,
blockbusters come out in like one go, and it's kind of like we're in a kind of time when a lot of people are having to watch money a lot more and stuff as well. So I think it's just kind of more people are being more selective with the movies they watch as opposed to just like bypassing superhero movies. I think it's more of a blockbuster thing as opposed to superhero movies.
okay. Okay, I agree. I agree. Can I tell people all the time? I was like, bro, comics. I think comic movies are gonna go on forever, man.
Yeah, I'm
There's
the
a
same.
comic book for anything. There's something for everybody. Just there's no way
Exactly.
you can stop the train. Stuff like that. We usually turn the tables on you. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah. So like, how was it? You got any comics then, like when you growing up and stuff?
Oh, bro. So Spider Man, also Spider Man, and I was
Oh yeah,
like, I was at Borders. I was at this old bookstore, and I was like, "Yo, like, how do I read this?" I didn't know you could read it from like part one, part two. I was like different. I was way ahead. I was like, "All right, what the hell? Why Peter's like this?" And there's Peter with
yeah,
6 arms. There's Peter. I said, "What did I miss? How did I do this?" And then a person in college explained it to me, like how comics work and stuff like that. I was like, "Oh,
yeah,
so." New 52 was what I locked in, and then Marvel
yeah,
Ultimate Universe is just what I locked in. I was like, all right, I'm gonna read all this,
yeah,
and I figured out where it stood. Then I was like, oh, this is where Peter come from. This, and I finally caught the yes, but it was so confusing at first. I was like, what? Why is it so different? Why are the covers so crazy? So like, it's great. It's so cool. And I just learned a lot about comics, man. Like comics are so fun. So fun.
yeah. Like, I
I'm
feel
addicted. I'm
like
addicted. Addicted.
yeah, I'm the same man. Like I've just managed because I had to not have the DC app for a while there because like, I was saving money to go to Vegas and stuff, and because obviously it was a really expensive holiday. But I managed because I've saved up on money now. I got the DC app yesterday, and I've been getting back. I've been catching up with the absolute stuff. So I've
Oh
read
yeah.
yeah, like it's a
Woo!
I've read Absolute Batman up to issue 7 today, and I was like, this is madness. I'm currently reading Absolute Superman. I'm a few issues in. I'm going to get caught up with Wonder Woman, Flash, and Martian Manhunter and stuff. But do you feel like as well, like, because obviously you post like videos yourself in the gym and stuff, do you feel like comic books affected that as well? Like you're reading
Oh
the
yeah, bro.
superheroes and
Look, bro. I want to look like I want to like Venom so bad,
yeah,
so
that's
bad.
me.
And it's not even like, or because I want to look like Spider Man. That was like Venom. I'm like, yo, what the? And I like it's anime comics. So like, it makes me want to just go to the gym more like Daredevil. I like how Daredevil. Like, I want to look sick in a suit.
Yeah, that's the same as me as well. Like, because I do like because I do my gymnastic rings. Like people in my work are like, oh, why'd you do gymnastic rings? I'm like spider webs, aren't they? I just put
Nightwing
the
brother,
spider.
Nightwing brother, like what is
Yeah, exactly.
like
Like I was.
you look crazy, bro. I'm like, oh, it's so cool that you could do that. It's so cool.
It's
That's so cool.
it was so funny. Like I was doing it. Like I've got a nice spot like behind my house where I do it, and it's like this tree. It's actually a cherry blossom tree. It's quite cool, and it's like really aesthetically pleasing. But I was doing it one time, and I was just doing pull ups, and there was this kid like just staring at me, and then the mum looked at me and went, "Don't look at the weird man in the tree," and just ushered her kid on, and I'm just sitting there like I have just been violated.
No. See, look,
I'm
I'm
just
trying to
like.
fight. I'm trying to kill this kingpin, brother. I'm trying to hurt the kingpin. Okay, this
Yeah,
is
so like
so.
just and this kid. The thing is, the kid just burst out laughing as well, and I'm just sitting there like, this mother and a child has just absolutely violated me, and now this is, and it was all I thought about for like a week after it. And Because I don't really have a gym membership anymore. I just do it outside because like
Yeah, like it's bro, it's different. It hit different outside. It hits different
yeah,
outside
because
when you
like
work outside.
I mean Scottish weather sucks to be fair. Although we've had a heat wave recently, which has been insane, but like Scottish weather absolutely sucks, man. Like I was like talking to my girlfriend about it, and she's like, if you're struggling with this heat wave, you're going to struggle in Vegas. And I went, yeah,
Oh man. Yeah,
I'm
Vegas, you
probably,
might be good. I went to Vegas. It was fun. It was fun. Nothing was off. Like it felt on the whole time. Like it, like never the
yeah,
lights were. I was like, it's so bright at like 4 a.m. And I was just doing. We were just doing nerdy shit out there. We were looking at comics, we were doing comics, something like that. But it was crazy. It was a fun. It was a fun
yeah,
time. I had a good time, man. But you gotta have fun in Vegas. Enjoy your time.
yeah.
Enjoy it.
I've already located the comic shop as well. It's a 10-minute drive for the hotel. So,
Let's go.
because
Let's go. Yeah. It's
my
fun.
girlfriend was my girlfriend's like that. Oh, we've got this and this planned, and I was like, right, we need to make room for this though. And she's like, what's that? And I went, the comic shop. I need to go and because
One
like
time. One time for the one time. Yeah.
because comics are cheaper in the US as well. Like
Yeah.
When I went to Florida a few years ago, I got like a bunch of comics, and I was like, why is this like this cost? I think I got like 5 comics, and I was like, that's how much it costs to get like 2 of them back home. Like,
Oh no, yeah. You can buy like the get the whoo, you gonna be stats. You can just yeah,
yeah,
man. Yeah, definitely
it was.
take advantage of the sales. Take advantage of the sales. Oh
Oh
my
yeah, because like when I went into the shop and it was like I think it was Gods and Monsters. It was Gods and Monsters in Orlando.
god.
So I went and we were planning to go to Universal that night, and I was like, I need to get in the Marvel mood then, so I'm going to be going to the Marvel Superhero Island. So I went and picked up some Spider-Man, and I got the back and black cover where he's like standing like that in just the black suit, and I got that, and I got a Obi-Wan comic as well. So it was pretty cool. Like and I got Batman, Black Mirror. Like the comics I got, like there's another 2 I got as well. I can't remember what they were, but the price difference was insane. I was ready to phone up like the airline and be like, I need another case just for comics.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you perfect. That's perfect. Perfect get there. Yeah, hell yeah, man. Yeah, comics are oh my god, you're gonna have a blast. I can't wait for you to have fun. But thank you for coming on, brother.
Thanks for having me,
Anytime.
man.
Yo, anytime you want to come on, please let me know. Okay. I had a
Definitely.
blast. It was so much fun. Let people know what you're watching and what you're reading. What you're
Right
watching,
now,
what you're reading.
I'm currently getting caught up with Absolute Universe. So I'm 3 issues into Absolute Superman. Absolutely loving it, by the way. He's absolutely like he is cool. He's so cool. And then watching right now. What am I watching? Bad Batch. I'm starting Bad Batch. Star
Okay.
Wars.
Ooh. Okay. 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 Where they can find you and what you got going on.
I've got TikTok. That's just Liam Talks Nerdy. Mostly talk about comics. A big emphasis is on Star Wars because I do love Star Wars. I do talk about comics and I do talk about the occasional movie review as well. Like I'm going to see Elio tonight, so I'm going to make a video about that tomorrow probably.
Okay.
Instagram as well, same name. YouTube, same name. I've just post shorts and I just talk about comics, Star Wars, really anything that I'm
Uh,
watching or playing or reading, anything.
hey, I love it. I love it. You can find me at Sailor Games 18, TikTok, YouTube, everywhere at your mama's house. That's where I'll be. Drink your water. Have fun. Have a great day. Liam,
Got a
give me. Oh, set. Okay. Yeah,
big
get
water
your
bottle
water.
here.
Yeah, yeah. Get your water. Eh? What?
Pro Bass.
Give us, Liam. Give us some advice for the day or any word. You know what I mean? Give us some tips.
Go out a walk and get some fresh air. I done that this
Ooh.
morning and it was nice.
Okay. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Hit the like and share button. Surprise. Peace.
See
Go
ya.
Lee.